so neat, Mr. Flowers in a row, and Mr. Rain to grow them. I went to Misterland to have a look-see. It's a mystery trip. Mr. Fields and Mr. Trees, Mr. Birds and Mr. Bees. Mr. saw all the Mr. Men, the men who live there. It's Mr. Time. It really is a pantomime. Bumped into a chap who's round and fat, and needing a nice silly hat. Really they're a sight to see, those Mr. Men and me. So let's go to Misterland, come on, let's go there. It's a mystery trip. Mr. Trains on Mr. Tracks, Mr. Clowns and acrobats. Mr. See all the Mr. Men, the men who live there. It's Mr. Time. It really is a pantomime. It really is a pantomime. Tissue, it must be because it's freezing. Tissue, everyone started sneezing.
There once was a pig about to go oink, when instead gave a pig a tissue. And a sheep about to go baa, instead gave a deep a tissue. Oink, a tissue. And then a poor dog about to go woof, when instead gave an odd a tissue. And a cat about to go purr, instead sneezed a fat a tissue. Oink, ba, woof, prrr, tissue.
Tissue, it must be because it's freezing. Tissue, everyone started sneezing.
There once was a hen about to go cluck, when instead let out 10 tissues. And a horse about to go neigh, instead said with force a tissue. Cluck, neigh, a tissue. And then a fat cow about to go moo, when it came out and how a tissue. And a bee about to go bzzz, instead gave a wee a tissue. Cluck, neigh, bzzz, a tissue.
Tissue, it must be because it's freezing. Tissue, everyone started sneezing.
Oink, ba, woof, prrr, cluck, neigh, boo, bzzz, a tissue.
They all went sneezed a tissue.
Introducing Mr. Silly and his world famous all-elastic, quite fantastic
An octopus is the drummer, a banjo is a snail, a chimp is on the cello, and the singer is a whale.
And let whale stop wailing and start singing.
Somebody does his tap dance, the taps just turn him on. A monkey plays the bongo, and his brother plays the gong. Oh, it's the all-elastic, quite fantastic festival land. Oh yes, it's Mr. Silly's all-elastic Nonsenseland band. On xylophone is a camel, a fruity unicorn, a rabbit plays the organ, and the rhino plays his horn.
And that camel is loaded on the X-Xylophone.
A kangaroo plays the trombone, a donkey's on bassoon, on violin is a walrus, on oboe a baboon. Oh, it's the all-elastic, quite fantastic festival land. Oh yes, it's Mr. Silly's all-elastic Nonsenseland band.
Excuse me, I think your elastic band just snapped.
The summer sun is shining in the bright blue sky. The clouds are white as cotton as they float on softly by. And the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. The flowers gently blossom and the swallows glide. The stream is slow and lazy, winding through the countryside. For the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming the days away. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming the days away. The autumn leaves are tumbling down from sleeping trees. The fields are brown and empty in the autumn breeze. And the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. The harvesting is over and the birds have flown. The dark of early evening and the log fires in the home. For the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming the days away. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming the days away. The winter snow is drifting and the world is white. The trees are frozen statues and the stars shine bright at night. And the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. The children all are waiting for this Christmas time. The holly and the ivy and the church bells merry chime. For the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. Daydreaming, daydreaming, goes out to see what is this thing called spring. The daffodil, the crocus, and the spring is happening. And the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. A new life is awakening in the pale new sun. The flowers show their petals and the spider's web is spun. For the world is a wonderful place to daydream in. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming the days away. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming the days away. All day. If you met a man walking back to front, you know who that might be. He's a little Mr. Man who is all mixed up, Mr. Topsy-Turvy. The hat that he wears is on upside down, so we're sure you must agree. If you stand him on his head, he's the right way up, Mr. Topsy-Turvy. Upside down and downside up, that's topsy-turvy talk. Back to front and front to back, that's a topsy-turvy walk. Inside, outside, upside down, back to frontwards too. Inwards, outwards, upwards, down, that's topsy-turvy true. He lives in a town living upside down and right next door to me. So it should be number 6, but it's number 9, Mr. Topsy-Turvy. When he goes to bed, he stands on his head and counting 5, 4, 3. 'Cause to get to go to sleep, he is counting sheep, Mr. Topsy-Turvy. Upside down and downside up, that's topsy-turvy talk. Back to front and front to back, that's a topsy-turvy walk. Inside, outside, upside down, back to frontwards too. Inwards, outwards, upwards, down, that's topsy-turvy true. You ask him the time, he says 9:30. It's really only 3. He was standing on his head, that's what he said. Mr. Topsy-Turvy talks inside out and round about, it's all a mystery. It's a topsy-turvy song, don't get it wrong, Mr. Topsy-Turvy. Upside down and downside up, that's topsy-turvy talk. Back to front and front to back, that's a topsy-turvy walk. Inside, outside, upside down, back to frontwards too. Inwards, outwards, upwards, down, that's topsy-turvy true.
Just about now, Mr. Greedy has finished his breakfast and is sitting down to what is for him a little light lunch.
100 dumplings and a million peas, 20 marmalade puddings and a cheddar cheese, bread and butter and a roll or two. Bread and butter and a roll or 2, 3, 4. Then boiled beef and carrots in a casserole stew, and a bucket of custard, vanilla cake too. Bread and butter and a roll or 2. Mr. Greedy is having a little light lunch, and then a treat for him to eat is roly-poly pudding, baked beans and buns, ice cream in tons. Eat a lunch like Mr. Greedy. 1 cauliflower and a gallon of soup, 30 bunches of bananas, 1,000 grapefruits, bread and butter and a roll or two. Mr. Greedy is having a little light lunch. And a million peas, 20 marmalade puddings, a cheddar cheese, bread and butter and a roll or two. Bread and butter and a roll or 2, 3, 4. Then boiled beef and carrots in a casserole stew, and a bucket of custard, vanilla cake too. Bread and butter and a roll or 2. Mr. Greedy is having a little light lunch, and then a treat for him to eat. It's roly-poly pudding, jam tarts and cheese, plum duffs, yes please. Eat a lunch like Mr. Greedy.
And that is Mr. Greedy's little light lunch. What a pity he wasn't feeling very hungry today.
Song, come on along with me, so we can sing in happy harmony, and sing a happy song together. We sing, smile, be happy, everyone along with me, as we all sing a happy melody. It's called the happy song. Nobody needs an education. Your happiness wants no explanation. Everybody come and smile and grin and sing. Sing and sing and sing and sing our song. And sing and sing and sing and sing along. It's a very happy, very, very happy song. Sing a very, 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 very merry song, so we can sing in happy harmony, and sing the happy song together. We sing, smile, be happy, everyone along with me, as we all sing a happy melody, and sing the happy song. Nobody needs an education. Your happiness wants no explanation. Everybody come and smile and grin and sing. Sing and sing and sing and sing our song. And sing and sing and sing and sing along. It's a very happy, very, very happy song. vacation. Your happiness wants no explanation. Everybody come and smile and grin and sing. Sing and sing and sing and sing our song. And sing and sing and sing and sing along. It's a very happy, very, very happy song. It's a very happy, very, very happy song. Round around the garden like a teddy bear. One step, two step, tickle me if you dare. Round around the record like a Mr. Man. One step, two step, tickle me if you can.
His arms are longer than a piece of string. Mr. Tickle is his name, and he tickles everything. He tickles for fun, he tickles to please. He tickled a policeman who took to the trees. He tickles the Americans, tickles the Greeks. He's a tourist attraction for visiting Sikhs.
Round around the record like a Mr. Man. One step, two step, tickle me if you can.
His arms are longer than a ball of wool. He tickled a donkey, and he tickled Sitting Bull. He tickles the poor, he tickles the rich. He tickled the queen, gave her a stitch. He tickled the postman, he tickled the teacher. He'd have tickled the moon, but he couldn't reach her.
Round around the record like a Mr. Man. One step, two step, tickle me if you can.
His arms are longer than a length of rope. He tickled an ostrich, he tickled a gnu. He tickled in Wales, he tickled in Peru. He tickled the worms and he tickled the snails. He tickled the dogs who chased after their tails. He tickled a camel, bum with a hump. He tickled an Arab who fell off with a bump.
Round and round the record like a Mr. Man. One step, two step, tickle me if you can. Nosey, nosey, nosey is who I am. But nevertheless, I must confess, nosey is what I am as well. Nosey is what I am. I saw an old lady, she was hanging out clothes, so I poke in my nose, and the next thing I know, she put a peg on the nose. And out washing his car was a man with a hose, so I poke in my nose, and the next thing I know, he squirted my nose. Oh, nobody knows, I don't suppose, what I undergoes from poking my nose into other people's business. Saw an old scarecrow, he was scaring the crows, so I poke in my nose, and the next thing I knows, the crow pecked my nose. And then I saw a man who was growing a rose, so I poke in my nose, and the next thing I knows, he's pruned my nose. Oh, nobody knows, I don't suppose, what I undergoes from poking my nose into other people's business. Nosey, nosey, nosey is who I am. But nevertheless, I must confess, nosey is what I am as well. Nosey is what I am. Went to the fairground, saw all the sideshows, so I poke in my nose, and the next thing I knows, somebody wrung my nose. And saw the men boxing, they were both swapping blows, so I poke in my nose, and the next thing I knows, a punch on the nose. Oh, nobody knows, I don't suppose, what I undergoes from poking my nose into other people's business. Nosey, nosey, nosey is who I Today is that magical eve, and tomorrow will be Christmas, a time to give and to receive, and a single snowflake tumbles, whispering soft and gently down. It seems to take forever until it reaches the ground. We're going to have snow for Christmas. We're going to have snow this Christmas. And what could you wish for more perfect for Christmas but Christmas snow? A million snowflakes follow, as white as a bridal gown, the covering of this Christmas to join that first one on the ground. Then the world is white and magic, transforming town and countryside. The Christmas snow, a herald for this joyous Christmas tide. We're going to have snow for Christmas. We're going to have snow this Christmas. And what could you wish for more perfect for Christmas than Christmas snow? And what could you wish for more perfect for Christmas than Christmas snow?
Have you met Mr. Bump? He's a clumsy chap, going bump into this and into that. So be sure that you don't bump into him today. If you do, he'll bump you out of his way. Mr. Bump took his car, wasn't going far. You can guess what the thing that happened was. Mr. Bump ran into a camel in the zoo, and the camel's hump was bumped into 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mr.
6,
Bump
7, 8.
had a nasty bang, bumped into a big fat man. Why don't you watch who you bump into? Said the man and punched old Bump black and blue.
Mr. Bump, poor old Bump, he's a clumsy chap, going bump into this and into that. So be sure that you don't bump into him today. If you do, he'll bump you out of his way.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Batman. Why don't you watch who you bump into? Said the man that punched old Bump, black and blue.
Mr. Bump, poor old Bump, he's a clumsy chap.
A clumsy chap.
Going bump into this and into that.
He's going bump everywhere.
So be sure that you don't bump into him today. If you do, he'll bump you out of his way. If you do, he'll bump you out of his way. The world is very large, and I am very small, which is another way of saying that I'm not very tall. No, I'm not very tall at all. And when I look around, the conclusion that I make is I like the way I'm made. Being small is simply great. The best things in life are small.
The winkle is better than the great white whale. A breeze is better than a howling gale. A raindrop is better than the ocean deep. And a molehill is better than a mountain peak. Think small.
Think small.
Think small. The mouse is better than the mighty moose. A gosling is better than a Christmas goose. The snail is better than a slithery snake. And a shiver is better than a great earthquake. Think small.
Think small.
Think small.
The world is very large, and I'm very small, which is another way of saying that I'm not very tall. No, I'm not very tall at all. And I am telling you that when they all suggest, without a shadow of a doubt, that the biggest means the best, then I really must protest.
Shrimp is better than the big fat fish. A thimbleful is better than an empty dish. The poem is better than the alphabet. And a jumping bean is better than a jumbo jet. Think small.
Think small.
Think small. The dewdrop is better than the river Nile. An inch is better than an uphill mile. The lane is better than the city street. And a loaf is better than a field of wheat. Think small.
Think small.
Think small. The shrimp is better than the big fat fish. A thimbleful is better than an empty dish. A poem is better than the alphabet. And a jumping bean is better than a jumbo jet. Think small.
That's all.